So I don't really know. Okay, this morning I am just thinking about the 7 year tribulation, and I don't know what's going to happen. But yeah, the 7 year covenant is between Israel and the people, and therefore it has to involve me. And it's just making me think, okay, maybe the 7 year covenant isn't a covenant that I actually make. I have getting abortion everywhere and legalizing assisted suicide. If I was to make a covenant, those are the two things that I would encourage, and I would love to set up a charity that looks like it's against abortion, but really it's actually all the money that it uses actually goes straight into abortions. I would love to do that, but yeah, I think an idea that people might prefer is that they come up with, or the leaders or whoever knows about me and whoever has been ignoring me for so long. I really, really hate you for everything that you've done. But at the same time, because you've done this to me and just ignored me for 10 years and not given a shit, you're obviously very evil, horrible people. And because I hate this world so much because of what you've done, I now need a bunch of horrible people who can kind of just control things, because there's a lot of problems here, and it's going to be far more difficult. I'm not going to be able to do that. The England's not that bad because it looks fairly nice most places, but yeah, there's just it's so awful about what people do with religion as well. Like, there's so many people that just lie and be like, do you know God, do you know God, and insult people for not knowing God when really they themselves don't actually know who God is. And it's just like, how can there be so many people that are like that? But anyway, I just think that there should be a 7 year covenant, but the 7 year covenant might not necessarily be things that I've made terms of. It might actually be things that other people made terms of. So I will go into a Big Brother house, and at some point I'll reveal that I think that I'm Christ, or maybe it can make it look like the show has already done some research into my belief, and they don't necessarily believe or not believe, but they have passed this information on to some higher people who are just, I just call them the rich elites or whatever, um, and they have seen the evidence, and think there's something to it, and therefore have they set up a 7 year covenant. That's what you do with singers and celebrities. You say, I'm going to give you this amount of money, you can go off and make an album, but you have to, give us some of the funding. I guess with them, it's more about making money. And with me, I wouldn't want there to be a covenant about making money. I mean, I don't give a shit if you lie to the public and make out that it's all about making money. And even if there's like a real covenant and a fake covenant, you tell the public that, people say, oh, you shouldn't sign your life over. And so I think that would be kind of cool. Actually, like, signing my life over, making it look like I've just signed some sort of 7 year covenant that says that whoever it is that's signing it basically have full rights to anything that I do or anything that I say or anything, like some sort of weird conservatorship that Britney Spears has gone through. I don't really know the concerns of it. I mean, people are like, oh, she's so traumatized from this conservatorship, and I'm just like, it's to help her. It's basically people saying that we'll do everything, we'll do this, we'll do that, and all you need to do is just look pretty, and that's about all you need to do. Okay, she's not doing a very good job of doing that, but yeah, that's kind of, I do want that. Like, I mean, I don't want that, because I want to know that I'm not just being ripped off. If a huge amount of money is being made from it, I would like a fair share of it. But I know from my life experience that I can do absolutely nothing without people helping me, and therefore, having people help me and paying and not making much money from it, it's not about the money. It's not about the money at all. It's just about being happy, and I'm not happy in this situation that I'm in. Um, and yeah, I don't want to make a bad deal that makes it look like I'm just working for nothing and stuff. But at the same time, I hate this world so much that I don't care what they believe or what they think is the truth. I know that I want to be happy. but I also know that I hate the world and don't care if I'm just like in a house or in a nice house, you know. So I think that should be that could be a covenant idea, where I go into Big Brother and they say that, you know, the elites or whatever they are have seen the evidence that I present about me being Christ, and that they're willing to sign some sort of 7-year covenant with me, where I will be given a nice multi-million-pound house or something that I will technically own. But the catch is that maybe I have to live there for 7 years, or because I don't know if there's going to be a second show, then I might not actually live in that house. It might be the second show might be somewhere that's like, I don't know, an anonymous location, and then after that, I might move into a permanent residence. I'm not too sure, or I don't know. I don't know. I know I do want privacy, and I don't want to be, um, you know, I don't want I don't want the world to know what's actually going on in my life. But I don't mind having some sort of show where I can deceive the world into thinking that I'm doing nothing all day when really I am doing something. But then again, there are, you know, I don't know. For me to do something, I need to have some sort of audience, and so, but yeah, so maybe that's what the 7 years should be, just something that I haven't actually decided or said yet, but rather them being like, well, we will give you a nice house and funding, and you know, you can keep the house afterwards, and money, and but yeah, we'll have to sign some sort of contract to make it look like I've signed my life away, um, when really I haven't signed my life away. It's just part of the deception of making me look smaller than I am or something. I don't know, because you know, a lot of people say that Britney Spears has gone through such, you know, a horrible traumatic time. I don't know what's going on. I mean, she's gone through a mental breakdown, but her house is nice, you know, and she can't really go that many places because she will get, you know, seen everywhere, and have people scrutinize everything that she says and does. And if you're going through a mental breakdown, then that's, you know, um, I'm sure there is a producer. I'm sure she has got a whole team of people that, you know, look up to her and make her think that she's, you know, they're on her side. You know, I'm pretty sure Sam wasn't really on her side, and I'm wondering if that relationship was something that, you know, the father agreed to because he was technically on the father's side a lot of the time. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I Yeah, I'm sure that if Sam can convince her that he really loves her, when I'm not necessarily convinced, um, you know, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people around her that can convince her that, you know, that they are doing their best for her when they are in ways, but they also, know that she does have a mental condition and that she shouldn't do certain things because it's only going to make her look bad. But yeah, I don't really know what to say on that, but um, I don't know, and I don't know what the plan for the 7 years would be. But I know there are a lot of singers that probably need to take center stage, and therefore, because there's a lot of singers, there's a lot of people that will be involved in this tribulation that I go through, because part of me being silent about, you know, how they're not actually on my side, you know, that would help them have more popularity, and when they become negative names, I guess there's going to be less favor of them, but it might be too late by then, because all the people that have switched and converted to this new religion of, you know, the angels being like God's angels, and all, I don't know, their positive names of whatever they represent, you know. Um, so it's I don't know. I'm sure they'll still get gigs afterwards. You know, people love fun, but people also love chaos, and I think, um, you know, even if you are the angel of chaos, I think that people will still want to go to your shows. So I don't think she'll lose out long term. Um, you know, Ariana might not do very as well in the long term. You know, Angel of Beauty would give her lots of, you know, she would, a lot of people would want to go to the tour of Angel of Beauty, unless of course they're feeling jealous towards that. But yeah, selfishness and vanity. I don't think many people would really want to go and see the Angel of Selfishness and Vanity. But that will be if that's in another 3.5 years. I don't know. That would be quite um, that would be in a long time. So I don't know. Some of the artists might end up retiring or something. I think I heard that Justin Bieber was going to retire in a few years, but um, I don't know. I mean, his good and bad sides are still, needed, and people, and because he just represents everyone, and everyone has good and bad sides. But I don't know. I suppose all the producers, all the people that are managing all these different singers, I feel like they might have an idea of what would affect that, what would be best for their artists, and then they have to talk with a group of people who are going to be signing some sort of 7-year contract with me. Um, but yeah, I mean, I still don't know if when I should reveal the angel that they have angel names, or should they just be presented as people that just sing for me, through me, or whatever, even if that's not the truth. And I don't know, but I think it would be cool to go into Big Brother UK and then be like, okay, let's sign this 7-year contract, and I'll be interested to know what's on the terms. I like the idea of just living in a nice big house and being like, hey, we'll give you this big house, and you can be on a Big Brother show for a short time, and then you can just live in this house for the rest of your life or whatever. Um, I don't know, or if it would be a different house. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know.